The Rob Roy Way is a 79-mile, 128-kilometre through hike through the southern Highlands of Scotland. Join us on this epic hiking and camping journey, exploring the epic landscape, taking in the views and the good old Scottish weather and wildlife. Good morning. It is the morning of day 5. There's our tent. It's the main road, about 20 metres behind it, but we're outside, which is good. Yeah, good night's rest last night. Was late getting to the pitch, and we're later than anticipated leaving. But Kat's needing to do some triage on her blisters, or we ain't going nowhere today. It's a cute little woodland. There's like little makeshift fireplaces throughout it as well, and then we're right next to all this marshland. And a Lochan. Let's see what we can find. Well, loads of toilet paper. That's one thing that seems pretty common on this path, is people aren't cleaning up after themselves. We got some mushrooms. Red caps. Do not eat. Tons of these little field mushroom type things. I wouldn't eat them either. And a buttload more red caps over there. Right, we've also got the N7 cycle route that runs right either side of the long grass at the end of the trees. So glad we found this spot. We were running out of options last night as it was getting dark. Right. Breakfast made, my bag's packed. As soon as Kat's done, I'll give her a hand getting her bag packed and we'll get rolling. Stopped for breakfast and we're heading into Killin. We're taking the cycle route round the bottom of the hill today rather than the up and over. I think I mentioned that yesterday. But yeah. Not a long one, about 18k, but feet hold up, we could do this. At the cycle network sign, 3.5 miles to Killin. The trail sign at the car park there says 4.5 miles to Killin. And round the corner where we were camped, which is about 400 metres away, it says 4 miles to Killin. Oh, we had breakfast down here. Nice little spot. I remember this one. The tornado crashed in 1994 in the mountains around here during training exercise. Rip gents. Achearn Forest. Here's where we camped last night. At Loch Tay. Probably butchered that. Wandered up here. Car park, breakfast there. And we're about here. We're going to wander down here into town. Oh no. Let's do it. It's a pretty rock. It's all round and rocky and stuff. Yep. Rob Roy Way. 2 options. Down to Killin or the Killin bypass, which we were going to take because we didn't need to go into Killin. Now we need meds and to not walk through several miles of bogland. Fun. So pretty. The rest of our route plotted out, though I think the distances are the cycle route. We're going to pop into Killin. Our next town shall be Aberfeldy, and then Pitlochry. Fun. There's more. Strathire, 11 miles, calendar 20. and calendar was about 20 miles from our start point. So on these signs it looks like we're halfway. I thought we were a little over halfway. It looks like we're halfway. Here we see Forsyth's crane in its natural habitat. A green fenced-in enclosure being manhandled by a prat. Pretty wee fishing pond. Just entering Killin now. These are or lead to the Falls of Dochart. Turbulent. Wandering the streets of Killin to the chemist. Epic views over a pretty town. The road out of Killin towards Ardeonaig. So here's the Killin bypass route. It would have taken us across the top of the tree line up there. And around the back over there. And the Rob Roy Way goes up through the trees and joins it somewhere up there. Lovely day. There's a beach. And the Rob Roy Way spurs off either here or the next right turn. Power line clearings make for views. Ah, there's rain over there. It's a lot of road walking, but the little path of pine needle corpses makes it lovely underfoot. Going on an adventure, we're gonna take some photos across the rainy loch. Oh my me. Nice little spot this. So there's a few camp spots just over there, but we're only like halfway to where we want to go, so we won't be camping, but I am hoping there's more spaces like this as we go along. That is a mighty fine sight. Camera reception. Dun, 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 dun. I can change the angle. Okay. I'll fiddle with them later. This is nice though. I definitely hope a lot more of the loch is like this. I noticed a distinct lack of guidance on places to pitch along here, so I'll flap up the map. I'll point out at map time or on screen just now where I am. Right, let's get back to it. A bit messy though. Outdoor centre, just up from the camp spot. Theoretically part of this site, but it's pretty. The tiniest little sailboat, all out of focus. Coming up for 5:30. Couple of K to go yet, but it's looking good. Fiddler's Bay, complete with a heron. Pondering around on the wee island down there. Pottering. Some pretty epic views. See See if I can't snap some on my camera. Some pretty fenced in ruins. Some pretty epic views. Drag my trekking poles on the ground. Sun is setting over there. Loch Tay sheep with some attitude. Meh. Do like it when the fog descends. Unless you're up the mountain, then it's kind of scary. There's something we didn't expect to see along the road. Honesty Box Bakery. Cool. We have a spot for the night. There's the road. But, you know, needs must. It's getting late, we'll strike early. That's all slope. That's his flat. That's his big tree, sheltering us from the rain. No big dead branches directly above our spot. Welcome back, folks, to another map time. So, today we started off here at the side of Loch Tay, or something like that. And we walked. First decision point here. Our original plan was to go bypass Killin and along that way. But feet were bad, medical supplies were low, so we opted, and the weather was horrendous the last couple of days, that going the up and over route didn't seem the wisest plan in the world, so we opted to take this lovely path down here towards Killin. And it's about here that we realise we've actually hit the halfway point on the Rob Roy Way. So that was something. We paused to reflect, and then we carried on to town. We stopped for coffee in town, had a little look at the Falls of Dockart, which were, I don't know if they're normally that rough, but glad I wasn't going for a swim. And then from there, let's flip the map. We followed the N7 cycle route out of Killin. So rather than taking the up and over, which I was looking forward to, that would have been epic. We're going to go back at some point and do that. But we opted to take this path. And somewhere around about here, I believe. But there's an outdoor centre around about here that looked pretty interesting. But yeah, I think we pitched up around about here because we had booked into the Ardeonaig hotel to have breakfast the next day. We were originally going to camp up here, if I can find where the pencil is. I'm really good at this filming stuff. Around about here is where we camped for the next night. Relatively straightforward day. There was lots of road walking. And this camp spot we picked underneath a gigantic oak tree. Thankfully no dead branches or anything, because that could have been risky. But short of using a camping area that I think was reserved for the outdoor centre over here, hadn't really seen anywhere that we could camp this far along Loch Tay. This is Loch Tay. And that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this session. We'll bring you back tomorrow for our next one.